This is my technology book review on Rosie Revere, Engineer. First, we'll start off with author and illustrator. Author Andrea Beatty has written numerous children's books on engineering and building from a child's perspective. According to her website, andreabeatty.com, Beatty went to Southern Illinois University, where she studied biology and computer science. She then went on to work in computer software and technical writing. She is now an author of numerous books, including the entire Innovator series that Rosie Revere Engineer is a part of. There isn't too much information on illustrator David Roberts, however he has done illustrations for many books, specifically the rest of Beatty's Innovator series, that includes Rosie Revere Engineer, Iggy Peck Architect, and Ada Twist Scientist. All of these books contain engineering and science, which author Andrea Beatty has plenty of experience in. To summarize the book, in Rosie Revere Engineer, Rosie is a little girl who loves inventing new things and creating all sorts of gadgets. She used to share her inventions with others until she showed an invention to her uncle and he laughed. Rosie then became insecure and she refused to share her creations any longer. Rosie then receives a visit from her adventurous aunt who has experience building planes. Rosie's aunt tells Rosie that she wishes she had a chance to fly. Rosie then decides she would create something to help her aunt fly. She builds her gadget and it flies for a moment, but it inevitably fails. Rosie then hears her aunt laughing and becomes discouraged once again. However, her aunt enthusiastically lets her know that it was a good first try and they should now work together to finish it. This book encourages perseverance. Rosie Revere Engineer encourages perseverance in the children that read it. Rosie is faced with failure and rejection after her invention is laughed at by her uncle, as you can see here. Due to this, she hides away her inventions in fear of facing the rejection once again. However, Rosie feels that this fear is becoming a reality once again after having faced her aunt who laughs at her failed aircraft attempt. However, her aunt explains that this was a great first attempt and encourages her to try again with her help. Rosie's aunt tells her that right before she failed, she succeeded, and that now they must try again. Due to this, Rosie then begins to understand perseverance and how this looks as well as how it differs from failure. This is seen when her aunt says, "Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next." She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. This is also seen at her classroom, where it says, "At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proud as Rosie Revere." The story encourages perseverance among children, as seen here when Rosie is proud of her failures, as she knows that it's only one step closer to succeeding. This book also motivates girls to get involved with STEM. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. Rosie, even being very young, is an engineer. She creates many inventions and enjoys seeing how to make things work. By seeing not just a kid getting involved in STEM, but a girl, it encourages the children reading this story to think maybe they could do this as well. Girls haven't always been presented in the roles of scientists or engineers in books and television. Seeing a young girl excited about these subjects will encourage other young girls to get involved with them as well. This photo shows notes that Rosie's aunt has given to Rosie. They show numerous aircrafts with notes surrounding them explaining different women pilots and engineers that worked with these machines. One of these notes states, "E. Lillian Todd was the first woman to design airplanes in 1906. Another explains, "In 1784, Elizabeth Dibble became the first woman to fly in a hot air balloon." This encourages young girls to pursue a career in STEM. To conclude, this book included mostly positive statements with really no negative components. It encourages children to get involved in STEM fields now and as they get older, and it teaches children to never give up and always keep trying. While I'm not finding any negatives within the children's book, these themes are really what outweigh any negatives that the book could have. This is an overall wonderful book and would be excellent to use in any STEM activities in the classroom. Thank you.